Nick here, coming at you from Flex and Flow in Portland, Oregon. I'm here today to share with you one of our signature classes, Flow and Chill. So it's a half and half power vinyasa combined with a restorative practice. We'll get started pretty quickly, heating up the body so that we can really enjoy some melty restorative postures. I invite you to modify as needed, add on as needed. Everything I offer here is just that, it's an offering, but I encourage you to always listen to your body first. You know it better than anyone, and just take the time to find what you want and need on the mat today. So let's get started actually in downward facing dog, so we can go ahead and warm up the body. If you are doing this practice early in the morning, perhaps start out with more of a movement-based downward facing dog, so shifting hips side to side, bending and straightening through the legs, or doing whatever else you need to warm up. It's a lot easier to get going pretty quickly later in the day since your body has been up and going for longer, so be mindful of time of day of your practice. We're starting in downward facing dog, hands shoulder width distance apart, feet or hips width distance apart. My arms and my legs are moving towards being straight. I root down through my hands and my feet, spread my fingers wide, lift up to the arms and the sides of the body, lift up the legs, and then press the thighs back. So I engage the legs to bring more weight back into the legs, taking some weight out of the wrists here. As always, if you've got wrist problems, you can do this on your forearms. Once you get settled here in your first down dog, get out any last movements or wiggles or adjustments here, and go ahead and find stillness as much as you can. Feel free to close down to the eyes if that's comfortable, release through the head and the neck. And bring your attention to your breath. Watch it move in and out of the body. Feel it filling up the chest and the belly in your inhales. Feeling it contract, the body contracts on your exhales, ending with a slight scoop in your lower belly. Try to lengthen out your inhales and your exhales as we set up the foundation for this practice. Continue to be in your downward facing dog for the next 5 breaths. Really focusing on what a smooth and even breath feels like for you, whether you're using a count to set that breath, maybe it's a count of 4 or 5 or more. And then noticing when you connect with the breath, what happens to the rest of the body? What happens in the mind? Does it start to slow down? Does the heart rate feel like it's slowing down? And that's why we're here. We're here to slow down the whirling patterns of the mind so that we can feel more grounded, more calm, feel a sense of clarity at the end of this practice. Couple more rounds of breath in your downward facing dog. Continue to press the floor away, lift the hips high, and press your thighs back. You should start feeling that heat in the shoulders and the legs. One more deep breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend the knees for squatted dog. So it's downward facing dog in the upper body. Keeping that length in your spine and a deep bend in your knees, pressing the chest back towards your thighs, gazing between the feet. Inhale, lengthen the legs, lift the hips higher, and on your exhale, take both heels over to the right, so the outer edge of the right foot is down, the inner edge of the left. Even out the weight in both hands, keep pressing the floor away with your hands. Inhale, lift the heels through center, both heels over to the left. You'll feel a side body stretch on the opposite side, so on the right. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, squatted dog. Deep bend in your knees, press your chest back. Inhale, lift the legs, lengthen them, and then exhale, heels to the right. Inhale, heels through center. Exhale, heels left. Even weight both hands. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, squatted dog, deep bend in your knees. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose, top of a push-up, setting up this first round of plank. Shoulders over wrists. Heels press back, quads are engaged, glutes are engaged, navel to spine. Actively press the floor away with the hands. Feel as though you can even pull the hands back towards the feet and you feel the lower belly start to kick on. Take another deep breath in, shift your weight forward, lower the knees if you need to, and then slowly lower to the belly. The elbows point back as they bend. Once you're down in your belly, tops of the feet press. Baby cobra, root the pubic bone, engage the back body, and lift through the chest and the head. Stay light on the hands, maybe float them. Elbows are firming in towards the midline. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, lower the chest down. Inhale, press up to tabletop, all fours, or to plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. I'm going to shift back so I face you. From your downward facing dog, inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, find your squatted dog. Inhale, lift the heels high. And exhale, both heels over to the right. Staggering the feet. Begin to shift forward like you're coming into plank, but stack your right shoulder over the wrist and stack the left shoulder on top. Modified side plank, the feet are staggered, or you can lower the right knee down to the mat underneath your hip for more support. Press the floor away with that bottom hand. Reach to the top fingertips. Ground down through your feet and reach through the crown of your head. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Come back through center plank. Down dog, hips high, thighs back. Inhale here, and exhale, squatted dog. Deep bend, press your chest back. Inhale, lengthen through your legs. Exhale, both heels to the left. Shift weight forward into the left hand, shoulder over wrist. Stack your right shoulder on top and reach the right fingertips high. Press through the feet. Reach the head forward, modify with the bottom knee down if you need. Strong side body, lifting those hips. Breath in. Plank pose, breath out. This time hold your plank, engage the legs. Rock forward, breath in, continue to press the floor away. This time vinyasa of choice. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, back bend of choice. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Up dog, hands and feet are the only things touching the mat. Back body is strong as we stretch the front body. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high, thighs press back. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk, step, hop forward, fold top of your mat. On your next inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins to the mat, shoulder blades draw down the back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to stand, arms reach high, gaze my left. And exhale, back to your forward fold, hinging from the hips and the upper lungs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog to squatted dog, deep bend in your knees. Feel the length in the spine, feel the stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, plank. Exhale, hold and lower halfway for a push-up. Plank, squatted dog, deep bend. Lengthen the legs, breath in. Heels to the right, breath out. Side plank, shift forward, left arm reaches high. Big breath in. Plank pose, hold or lower halfway push-up. Plank, down dog, squatted dog, deep bend. Lengthen the legs, lift the heels, breath in. Exhale, heels to the left, shift forward, side plank, left side. Left hand to your base. Right arm reaches high, breath in. Lower the hand down, plank, hold or lower halfway push-up. Legs strong, lift back up, plank. Downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, shift forward plank. Vinyasa of choice, halfway or all the way. Big breath in, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, finding some heat in the shoulders, in the core, and the legs. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, deep bend, gaze forward. Walk, step, hop forward, fold. Roll up the wrists if they're feeling tender. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach high. Exhale, fold, hinge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Vinyasa of choice. Stepping back, hopping back, lowering halfway all the way. Back bend of choice, breath in. Exhale, down dog. Hips high, thighs back. Scoop the lower belly in. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, squatted dog. Lift the legs, lengthen them. Both heels to the right. Side plank, right hand is your base. Reach your left arm high, breath in. Breath out, plank pose, straight to the other side. Feet staggered or stacked. Left hand is your base. Right arm reaches high, side plank. Breath in. Down dog, breath out. If you want bonus vinyasa, go ahead and take it. On your next inhale, right leg lifts up and back behind you. Exhale, roll over through the hip, stacking and bending the knees, squeezing the heel to your seat. Keep your left leg strong. Press the floor with both hands.
Inhale, lengthen the leg. Level the hips towards the mat. Right knee, right tricep, squeeze it high. Three-legged dog, press it back. Right knee, right tricep, squeeze it even higher up the arm. One more, inhale up and back. Right knee, right tricep, squeeze. Step outside your right hand. Lizard lunge, active back leg. Right knee over the ankle. Reach the chest and the crown of the head forward. Perhaps rock forward and back just a few times here. Opening through your left hip flexor. Take one more deep breath in. Breath out. Bend into your left knee. Take a big step forward. Malasana squat. Heels and toes out. Hands to heart center. Press the elbows to the thighs. Press the fingertips in towards one another. Either bring the palms to touch or keep space between the hands. Scoop through your lower belly. Press into your heels. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, back into your squat. Keep drawing the lower belly in. Lengthen through the spine the whole time. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your squat. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, lower into that squat. Hands down, left foot steps back. Right knee lifts, heels to seat. Right knee to chest, squeeze and step it through. Warrior two, right side. Reach up and open. Deep bend in your right knee. Arms reach out wide. Ground down through the outer edge of the back foot. Back leg is strong. Navel in towards your spine. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Exhale, floating extended side angle. Right arm reaches forward, maybe left arm reaches forward. Inhale, up and back, reverse. Exhale, floating extended. Squeeze in with the glutes. Draw the lower belly and reach forward. One more, inhale, reverse. Exhale, reach forward, extended. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, hands down. Vinyasa of choice. Step back, maybe right toes float. Move through your flow. Other side, left leg up and back, breath in. Roll over to the hips, stack and bend the knees. Squeeze the heel in. Inhale, extend. Level the hips. Exhale, knee to your left tricep, take it high. Up and back, press the floor away, breath in. Exhale, knee to left tricep, lift it even higher. One more, up and back, breath in. Exhale, knee to tricep, squeeze it high, step outside the left hand, lizard lunge. Readjust that back foot as you need. Keep the back leg active here. Press through that right heel, reach the crown of the head forward. Try to stack your left knee over the left ankle the whole time. Breathe, breathe into your right hip flexor. Keep the legs drawing in towards one another so you can feel as though you're pulling that left heel back and that right foot forward. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Bend your back knee, big step forward. Malasana squat, heels and toes out. Moving a little more quickly this time. On your inhale, press into your heels, rise. Exhale, slowly lower. Full length of that inhale, rise, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower back to your squat. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands down, right foot steps back. Left knee high in the tricep, knee to chest, step it through. Warrior two, left side. Back heel spins down, lining up front heel to back arch if that's in your body here. Deep bend in your front knee. Ground down outer edge of back foot and find the depth in your lunge. Reach long fingertip to fingertip. Lower the legs. Strengthen them by pulling the legs together, drawing the lower belly in. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, floating extended side angle. Right hand can come to hip if you like. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Exhale, reach forward. Maybe that right arm comes overhead this time. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, extended reach. Glutes strong. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back. Perhaps it floats. Vinyasa of choice. Your breath, your flow. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Again, deep breath in. Open mouth, release. All right, let's add on and build some more heat here. One more leg sequence and then we'll take a break from the legs for something else that's a little fun here. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, roll open to the hips, stack and bend. Keep the knee bent, breath in. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Smear the hips off to the mat. Up and back with that bend knee, breath in. Exhale, knee crosses over to the left. Shoulder stays square, squeeze it. Up and back, three-legged dog, find the extension. Exhale, knee to chest, squeeze, and step it through. Warrior 2, breath and rise. Hold, exhale, find the depth. Inhale, reverse, keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, extended, arms reaching forward here. Pause and hold for 3. Soften the shoulders, squeeze the legs together. The work is in the legs and the core, the upper body is soft. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, hands down, frame the front foot. Three-legged plank, right toes float. Hold your lower halfway for a push-up. Rise, three-legged plank, hold your lower halfway. One more, inhale, lift. Hold your lower halfway. Inhale, lift. Side plank, left hand is your base. Maybe the right foot floats the whole time. Maybe you stagger the feet. Press the floor away. Reach your right arm high. Rebound from whatever you're touching down to the mat. So root down and then lift. Breath in. Breath out. Right hand down, right knee to chest. Step it through. Simple twist. Left hand down, right arm reaches high. Feel that stretch in the outer right hip. Feel that core working to drive the twist. Back leg strong, breath in. Cat lunge, lower the hand, bend over that front leg, fold. Bend into your front knee, high crescent lunge this time, breath in. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. You can take your right hand around that left forearm or wrist and reach up and over. Keep the depth in your lunge, draw your lower belly in. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale back through center. Exhale, lean forward. Reach the chest and the arms forward. Back leg is strong. Press into the front heel. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shakti squat. Woo, maybe fall out of it, but squeeze your left knee behind the right. Inhale, step it back, hover lunge. Exhale, squeeze into your squat, get low. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, squeeze into your squat, get low. Chair pose, feet together, sink the seat. Peel the chest up. Breath in, forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, breath in. Plant the hands, walk, step, float. Vinyasa of choice, we'll meet in down dog. Other side, left leg up and back. Open the hip, stack and bend. Keep the knee bent, breath in. Exhale, knee to left, tricep, shoulder square. Up and back, scorpion dog. Knee to left, right tricep, cross it over. Up and back, straighten the leg this time. Knee to chest, step it through. Back heel down, warrior 2, rise. Press into your feet. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended. Reach forward option. Both arms reach. Legs are strong. Root down. Lengthen through your sides of your body. Breath in. Another breath out. Warrior 2, breath in. Hands down. Three-legged plank. Left toes float. Breath in. Hold your lower halfway. Squeeze everything in. Rise. Lower halfway. Exhale. Inhale, lift. One more. Lower halfway. Squeeze it in. Inhale, lift. Side plank. Right hand is your base. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Feet can stagger, stack, or left foot floats. Press the floor away here. Engage that right side body to lift the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lower the hand down. Squeeze that left knee into your chest and step it through. Rights and lefts are hard sometimes. High crescent lunge. Just kidding. Not high crescent lunge. We'll take a twist first. Scoop the lower belly. Stay strong through your base. Press through both feet. Revolve open through the chest, but keep the low back level to the mat. If you need, you can bring your hand to your low back to feel what the low back being squared off to the mat is. It will take the left hip drawing back slightly and the right thigh pressing up. One more deep breath in. Cat lunge, straighten over, fold over that straight left leg. Slide tuck through your chin. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Bend into your front knee, high crescent lunge. Scissor the inner thighs like you're pulling the legs together to find more stability. Press into the feet. If you need more stability, think about walking your feet wider so they're on train tracks rather than a tightrope. Arms reach high. Left hand to right wrist or forearm, reach up and over towards the left here. Towards or over that front bent knee. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, reach forward, hover, hug the lower belly in, press into your left heel, take a breath in. Shakti squat, squeeze, right knee behind left, hands to heart. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, squeeze it into your squat. Inhale, big step back. Exhale, squeeze it in, hold for 3, for 2, for 1, chair. Sink your seat, lift the chest, lift the arms, get lower in the legs, breath in. Fold, breath out. Release, release. Relax to the head and the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk, step, float. Vinyasa of choice. Use your breath. Use this as your reset button. Down dog. It's where we meet. Squatted dog then. Feel the length of the spine, the stretch of the shoulders. Press the forward with the hands. Firm your outer arms in. Breath in. Breath out. Gazes forward. End of your next exhale. Walk, step, hop. Forward fold. Bring your feet, hips width apart. Take your peace fingers to wrap around your big toes and seal it with the thumbs. Keep a nice bend in the knees, especially if you have tight hamstrings. Find a halfway lift to lengthen. On your exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold and draw the elbows out wide. Release the head and the neck. Breathe. Hopefully feeling warm here. We've got 2 more sections of this power before we get into our restorative chill. So stay with me here. Release the bind. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. You can keep the feet hips width or bring them together to touch. Chair pose. Deep bend in your knees. Graze the floor with your fingertips and then lift. Chair pose. Navel to spine. Sink the seat. Sink the seat more. Sink the seat more. And then continue to sink until you feel the legs start to shake here or burn. You want a deep sensation in the legs, and we know that the muscles are working when they start to shake. And once you find that shake, let's see. All right, I'm shaking. We're here for 5. For 4, hands can always come to heart. For 3, for 2, for 1, let's take the seat down for boat pose. Our favorite, had a lot of core requests, so we're going for it. Find your seats, fingertips plant. We're sitting closer to the front edges of your sitting bones, so the pointy bones at the base of your pelvis. We're kind of tilting the pelvis forward here, but scooping the lower belly so we can keep the length of your low back. Fingertips down, lengthen the spine, squeeze the knees into your chest and lift the shins. From here, keep lengthening through your spine, and now reach the arms forward. Hold and breathe. For 3, for 2, we're adding on in 1. On your next inhale, lower halfway down, low boat. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale to low. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Inhale, low boat, pause and hold here. Maybe hands to heart center, holding for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's back up, high boat pose. We've got 2 more rounds and we're adding on each round. This time on your next inhale, float that right heel to hover. Take your hands to heart and twist to the left. So right elbow outside of the left thigh. Hold here or pulse your right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back through center, low boat pose. Hold for 5, 4, navel to spine. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Left leg lowers to hover, right shin parallel, hands to hug. Twist outside of your right leg. Hold static here. This is a lot of work. Or start to pulse that left leg up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back through center, low boat pose. We hold for 5, 4, breathing. 3, 2, holding out through this front body. 1, lift back up, pause. 1 more round. If you need to lower the feet, take a break, go ahead. Come back into it. High boat pose. Inhale, right leg. Hands to heart, twist left. Pulse right for 5, 4, leg is strong, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up, lower halfway for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up, left leg long, twist to the right. Pulse left leg for 5, everything else stays the same. 4, squeeze it with that lower belly, 3, 2, 1. Lift, inhale to your low, pause and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up, pull 5, 4. Maybe you start to straighten through your legs. Maybe arms reach overhead. Last 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest, squeeze. All right, core is done. Hands back behind your thighs. Start to rock and roll forward and back the length of your spine. You can cross at the ankles, plant the hands. You can come through chair into crow pose. If you're crossing the ankles, planting the hands and jumping back, okay? You'll sweep back. You'll come forward, plant the hands, kick the legs back, and move through your flow. Down dog. Last flow and then chill. Right leg up and back. Open the hips, stack and bend. Knee to right tricep, squeeze it high. Knee to chest, step it through. Inhale, high crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, open arm twist. To the right, right arm sweeps back, left forward. Reach long fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, reach forward, hover, breath in. Exhale, Shakti squat, squeeze and get low. This time, crouching warrior 3, keep the left leg floating as you extend it back, arms forward. Exhale, squeeze into your squat. Again, crouching warrior 3, breath in. Exhale, squeeze, get low. This time, full warrior 3, press through both feet, extend the legs, reach the chest forward, square the hips and chest towards the mat, option arms forward. Breath in, breath out, squeeze it in, get low. Standing high knee raise. Both hands around your left shin, give it a squeeze. Keep your left hand where it is, right hand to hip. Draw that left knee out wide. Squeeze in with that outer right hip. Strong standing leg, sit tall, stand tall. Take one more deep breath in. Option to reach your right arm out wide, gazing to the right. Breath out. Back through center. Bend into that right knee, one-legged chair pose. Arms reach high for 3, for 2, for 1. Feet together, sink the seat low. Breath in. Option, crow pose. Lift the heels, bend the knees deeply. Hands down. Shoulder width distance apart. Knees to triceps, all the way to the armpits. Now, press into the triceps. Shift your weight forward. Bend the elbows so they stack over the wrists. Now turn to the side to see. So my elbows bend, and I feel what that stack is like. I'm rooting down through the palms here, and then I lift one foot, then the other, crow. Breathing. When you're ready, you'll step back. Vinyasa of choice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Other side, left leg up and back, breath in. Roll open to the hips to stack and bend. Draw that left knee, left tricep, squeeze. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Rise to stand, root down through those feet. Exhale, open arm twist. Navel to spine, reach long. On your inhale, reach up and overhead, high crescent. Exhale, reach forward. Hug navel in towards your spine. Back leg is strong. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Shakti squat. Squeeze and get low. Inhale, crouching warrior 3. Keep that left leg bent. Right leg extends back, it floats. Squeeze it in, squat. Inhale, crouching warrior 3. Exhale, squeeze it in. Press into your left foot. Rise all the way to full warrior 3. Extending through both legs. Chest is forward here. Right hip draws down to square up the hips. Maybe arms fly forward. Breath in. Shakti squat, squeeze and get low. Standing high knee raise, hug your right knee into your chest. Interlace around the shin. Then leave your right hand on your shin, left hand to hip. Hips stay squaring forward as you draw the knee out wide. Ooh, maybe you fall. If you wobble out, come back into it. And then reach your left arm out wide if you want to add on. Gaze to the left. Squeeze in with that outer left glute. That standing leg is so strong. Back through center, high knee raise. One-legged chair, low in the legs. Breath in, chair pose, breath out, sink your seat. Breath in, sink a little lower. Sink a little lower, and then take your heels off the mat, lift. Take your knees out wide as you plant the hands onto the mat. Crow pose. Second round, perhaps your last round here, so may as well go for it. Shift forward, really gaze forward, and try to squeeze the feet into your seat. My friends are jumping back, okay? You keep the elbows bent, the gaze forward, and you shoot the legs back. Land chaturanga, press up into up dog, we'll meet downward facing dog. Ooh, that was warm, that was sweaty. Go ahead and lower the knees down, hips width apart, sit back on your heels for a moment. If you need a block for support under the seats or a stack of books, if you're at home and don't have a block, go for it. Hands rest to thighs, palms facing up or down. Close down through your eyes. Breathe, smooth it out. I could use a little bit of a smoother breath here myself. So just take a moment to slow it down. And now we really get to slow it down with some postures that will hold a little bit longer than we normally do, so that we can really tap into that deep relaxation that happens when we sit still and breathe deeply, signaling to our nervous system to really slow down and rest, which is so important. Wherever we are generally not in this state of rest and digest. It's more of a fight or flight state, so it's really important to tap back into the nervous system and calm it down to know that that's actually more of a normal state than fight or flight. So beginning here, let's actually come to a downward facing dog first. Sweep your right leg up and back, breath in. Lizard lunge, breath out. Right knee, right tricep, step outside the hand. Walk the left toes back and then lower the knee down into the mat. If you need cushioning for support under the knee, you can roll the mat up or take blankets underneath that knee. If you need more height for the hands to make it comfortably onto the mat, stack blocks or books under the hands. Okay? You can also come onto your forearms on stacked books or blocks or onto the mat if that feels okay in the back and the hips. The knee, the right knee will start to turn out, especially if your hips are a little tighter like mine. So turn your right toes out so that the toes and the knee point in the same direction. And we pause and breathe here. And I invite you to find stillness. I invite you to explore this posture and feel out what feels good. Perhaps it's a gentle twist. Left hand under your shoulder, right hand to the inner thigh, nudging that thigh open, rolling onto the knife edge of your right foot, but keep the ankle flexed here. If you prefer a deeper quad stretch, you can squeeze your left heel to your seat and take your right hand, opposite hand to the top of the foot, and then press the foot to the hand to the foot, and lean back here. Ooh, that's juicy. Hold it here for another 3 breaths, whichever variation you took. Go ahead and settle in. Slow down the breath. Keep your mind right here on the mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Let's tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step it back downward facing dog. You can bend straight into the knees, walking out your dog to just wiggle out any tightness from that pose. Take your left leg up and back. Lizard lunge other side, left knee, left tricep. Big step outside your left hand, walk the right toes back if you need more space. And then lower the knee down to the mat, to the folded mat for more support, or to a blanket. And again, grab those blocks or books for stacking underneath the hands or even the forearms here. This is meant to feel intense, but not painful, and you do want to find a place that you can rest comfortably here. So whatever you need to do to get there, please go ahead, add props, take off as you need. Your left knee is stacking over the ankle. It'll naturally turn out, so turn your toes out so the knee and toes are in line. You're welcome to stay on the forearms or the hands again, facing forward, or take that twist. Left hand to the inner thigh, nudging the thigh open, leaning back here. Breathing into it. Slowing down. Scanning through the body, seeing where you're tight, seeing where these stretches feel good. Perhaps you bind the back leg, opposite hand to top of the foot. Press the foot to the hand to the foot. That point of contact, adding another layer to this stretch. Deep breath in. Breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Since this is a recording, you can honestly pause at any point and hold these restorative postures longer if you have the time and space. Hands under shoulders. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, step back, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, roll forward plank. I promise it's just a transition. And then right forearm down, and then your left forearm plank, another transition. Knees and pelvis down into the mat. I feel like I have to say, this is just a transition. We won't be here forever because you think restorative and plank is the last place you want to be. So we'll meet in Sphinx pose, shoulders over elbows, forearms parallel. Peel the heart up here. Tops of feet are rooting down so much my kneecaps lift, my legs are still engaged here. From here, we'll stretch through the pec muscles here. This pose generally is a nice back bend or quad stretch, but we're going to focus on the chest because we were doing a lot of crunching in the upper body. And if you are sitting at a computer a lot of the day, then it's natural to start to round and concave through the chest, really tightening the chest, which makes it easier to just be rounding in our posture a lot of times. And that's something that I definitely struggle with. So this posture has been really helpful for me. Walk the left fingertips towards the right wrist, making a diagonal line from the elbow to the fingertips. The elbow is still stacked under my shoulder. I squeeze my right heel into my seat. My left leg is still strong, foot pressing onto the mat. My hips are squaring down. And then I press into my left forearm and reach my right hand back to the inside of my right foot. Gently wrapping my fingers around the foot and not pulling or pushing on that foot just yet. Square the hips and the shoulders back to the front of your mat. And then press your right foot to the left here. And gently press the hand into the foot. So you'll see my right foot moving to the left. And this is stretching the pectoral muscles on my right side and into my shoulder here. Root down to the left form and peel the chest up. And then gently add on more pressure, a foot into hand, hand to the foot. Again, no pain, but definitely a deep sensation. We'll pause here for 3 breaths. Gaze can be soft. Draw the gaze down the nose if you need something to look at. You can always close the eyes. Gently release the foot. Forearms come parallel. Other side. Right fingertips to the left wrist. Elbow under the shoulder for that support. Left heel to seat, left hand reaches back. Catch the inside of the foot. Gently wrap your fingers around the front. Now square the hips and the shoulders forward, and then press the left foot to the right, toward the midline of the body. Gently press the arm back or the hand back into the foot, finding a little more traction to stretch out through the pec and the shoulder. Try to root your pubic bone down and press the top of your right foot down. Really finding a stable base so we can enjoy this lovely pec stretch, or maybe it's not so lovely, maybe it's very intense. Breathing here, we've got 3. Closing down the eyes, or gazing down the bridge of the nose. Gently release that mind. Bringing forearms down to the mat. Let's bring the head down to the mat first. Arms down by your sides, palms face up, and then rest to the cheek. Rest onto your right cheek for a moment. You can wiggle out through the hips or just relax. Let the weight of the body go into the mat. You're fully supported here. And then switch onto your left cheek. Back to your chin or your forehead, hands by the low ribs, press up to tabletop all fours, and child's pose for a moment. So for this child's pose, I want you to be able to rest the head comfortably on the mat between the arms. If it does not rest comfortably, bring a pillow or a block right here, and then rest eyebrows, so keep the eyes free, but rest the eyebrows onto that prop. And imagine that you have a button right in between your eyebrows, and as you press that button, it's signaling to the rest of the body to relax. So tell your body that you are relaxing here. Allow it to relax. It's really hard to let ourselves chill. Okay? We are constantly being told that we need to be doing something and being efficient. So just know that rest is not a bad thing. And sometimes we have to relearn that in our bodies and our minds. If you need more support, you can always bring a bolster, a stack of blankets, or a pillow underneath your chest. Soften the shoulders down and just allow the hips to be heavy on your heels. Sink and melt. Take 3 more breaths. On your next inhale, begin to lift up tabletop all fours. Walk the hands forward a couple inches, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, lower down to your knees, sit back on your heels. For the remainder of this class, we will need the wall as a prop. You can bring blankets and blocks with you if you have those as well. So scoot your short end of your mat over to a wall, and we'll get set up for the rest of this restorative chill practice. For the first part, we will be facing the wall here. Scoot your seat closer to the wall, lay yourself down, and then bring the feet onto the wall in front of you. The knees are making a 90-degree angle, knees are stacked over hips, and then ankles are in line with knees, okay? If that is not what's happening, scoot yourself closer or shimmy away from the wall to find that 90-degree angle and the stack. Okay. Arms are down by your sides. Pause for a moment here, really root through your feet. Navel to spine, right knee to chest, cross the ankle over your left thigh. Left hand can rest down by your side or onto your left thigh. Right hand gently nudges that right thigh forward towards the wall, and you may start to feel this outer hip stretch on the right side. This is the restorative variation. If you need more sensation or stretch in the outer hip, adding on, draw your left knee into your chest, interlace behind the left hamstring. As you draw your left knee in, press your right thigh forward. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Try to keep the low back on the mat the whole time. So legs might need to shift forward to find that low back connection. Final option, which I love, is a supine Gomukhasana with the legs. We'll cross the right thigh over the left. The feet will move away from one another. The feet flex, and the ankles line up with the knees. Lift the chest and the head. Reach underneath the feet. Grab for the outer edges of your feet. And then again, maintain that foot flexion as well as ankles in line with knees. And begin to lower the shoulders and the head down. Press the feet away from one another. Squeeze the thighs together. And press your thighs forward towards the wall in front of you. Again, to get that low back connected to the mat here. And that will be supportive as we open up through the low back in this position. Breathe into your outer hips. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. And if there's any pain happening in the knee, definitely take a layer off, whether you come back to that figure 4 with the bind or figure 4 at the wall for the more gentle restorative variation. Whichever one you decide, let's be here for the next 5 breaths. Smooth, slow, and steady. On your next inhale, uncross the legs, lengthen them out long, maybe shake them out against the wall. Other side. Bend the knees, plant the feet onto the wall. Draw your left knee into your chest, cross the ankle over the right thigh. And left left inner thigh. Right hand can rest on your right thigh or down by your side. Gently nudge that thigh forward. The second option for more sensation or stretch, interlace behind that right hamstring and hug the knee to your chest. At the same time, you press that left inner thigh away, perhaps energetically or with that left elbow. Low back is on the mat, shoulders soften. And then final option here is supine Gomukhasana, legs out wide after they cross, or feet out wide, Hands reach for the outer edges of the feet coming underneath. Feet are flexed, ankles in line with knees. Maintain that as we lower the shoulders and the head down. And then press your feet apart, squeeze the inner thighs, and press the thighs forward to the front of the room. Supine Gomukhasana. Any of these variations provide a hip stretch as well as a low back release. So breathe into those areas. Try to soften through the shoulders and the face. And we'll spend the next 5 breaths here. Slow and steady, stay with it. On your next inhale, uncross the legs, maybe lengthen them out long. And then bend your knees again, plant the soles of the feet onto the mat, hips width distance apart. Arms come out wide here. Press into the mat, lift the hips, and take your hips over to the left. Draw your knees into your chest and release the legs to the right. If you want a more restorative option, you can stagger the legs for a more gentle twist, or you can stack blankets or a bolster between the inner thigh. That's a really lovely, restful variation. Another option is to bring your right hand to the top of the left thigh, adding a bit more traction as we revolve the chest in the opposite direction of the legs. So legs move right, ribs revolve left, head might turn left. Shoulders soften. 5 breaths here. On every inhale, we'll find length to the spine, and that left side body on every exhale will soften into the twist, letting breath and gravity take over here. On your next inhale, bring the legs through center, hips move through center, press those feet down. Lift the hips again, and this time take them to the right a couple inches, knees into your chest, and allow the knees to fall to the left. Again, legs staggered for less intensity here, or props between the legs. Final variation is left hand to the top of the thigh. Of course, any supine spinal twist that you like, you're welcome to take here. Ribs revolve in the opposite direction of the legs. Gaze might turn to the right if that's okay in the neck. We'll spend the next 5 breaths here. Every inhale, breathing more space into the body, especially through the chest, through that right side body. On every exhale, just melts into your twist. Inhale, bring the legs back through center. Move the hips through center. Roll off to one side. And lift back up. From your downward facing dog, your spine, soften the shoulders, release the hips down to the heels. Lift back through center, tabletop, and let's switch back over. We're going to make our way over to the wall. For our final resting pose, we'll take legs up the wall, Hikariya Karani. This is one of my favorite restorative postures, which is great for the immune system, the nervous system, the lymphatic system. I can't say enough good things about this pose. It is my favorite resting place after I travel, or after a long day, or after a long run, you name it. How we'll set up for this pose, we'll scoot one hip right next to the wall. Lay back. As you lay back, swing the legs up the wall and pivot the pelvis so the base of the pelvis is almost, if not touching, the wall, but you want to have just enough space so you can lengthen the legs up. Okay? You can have a bend in the knees if you need. This might be a lot on the hamstrings if you have tighter hamstrings. Okay? But we do want this feeling of stacking ankles over hips. So if you're too far away from the wall and your legs are moving more perpendicular to the wall, it's not going to have the same effect. So getting closer to the wall will be helpful. Once you set the legs, decide if you want more weight on the feet, which will only add on to the posture. You can bend the knees, place a pillow, a bolster, or blankets on the feet, and then extend back up. Arms can rest down by your sides, palms facing up or down. I prefer up here. Arms can rest down by your sides, palms facing up, or bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly, or both hands to belly, whatever you prefer here. Once you've found a comfortable place, begin to settle in. If at any point you need a little bit more support, you can also stack a blanket on top of the body or wrap yourself up in a blanket. Another great option is an eye pillow or one of those like rice or flaxseed therapeutic eye pillows that you can rest over your eyes, and that's lovely. Maybe just a towel. I've used a sock before, whatever you have. Go ahead, close down through your eyes. Allow the eyes to roll back into their sockets, the tongue to release from the roof of your mouth. And feel or imagine the body getting softer. Imagine the heart rate slowing down. Imagine the mind slowing down. Let yourself be here, resting completely. We'll be here for another 5 minutes, but feel free to stay here as long as you like, as long as you have time for. It will only be more beneficial. Let yourself rest. Shavasana. If you would like, I invite you to stay right here. If you're ready to move on, begin to deepen out your breath. Feel the chest and the belly rise and fall. Feel yourself come back into the space. Bring movement to your fingers, your toes, roll out to the wrists. Eventually, take the arms up and overhead, extending long through the sides of the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, draw them into your chest. Rolling off to one side. If you're pregnant, please roll over to the left. Rest there for a moment, setting down any last bits of unnecessary tension you don't need. And when you're ready, using the hands, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Gaze soft, your eyes closed. We'll meet in a seat together. Hands together at heart center, sitting tall, rooting down through the base of the pelvis, lifting through the crown of the head. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Breath out, bow the head to meet the fingertips. Sealing in this practice, this energy, this calm. Honor yourself for being here, for taking the time, for making the effort to restore the body and the mind. It was an honor to share this practice with you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope to see you soon, whether it's on demand in these online classes or on the mat at Flex and Flow. Have a good day.